Alright, morning everyone. And it definitely is morning, as I normally say when we go for an early ride. It is just cracked 4 o'clock in the morning. And that's the cruise control you can hear there. So I'm only doing 20 kilometres an hour. I'm in drive mode. So it's got it's got 4 modes actually. It's got walk mode, and then eco, drive, and then sport. So yeah, it's obviously more battery saving in the lower modes, and sport's going to be the least amount of travel or range. 20's not bad, but I might go up to I might go up to sports mode. Let's have a look. Yeah, we'll go this way. It's very smooth. First impression, like 5 minutes, or not even 2 minutes on the thing. I've got to try and figure out how to stop that noise, because that's annoying. That's the cruise control. Yeah, okay. And we're going to do 25. Oh yeah, no worries. Geez, it's got some power. Nowhere near what my Wolf King's got, but it's got some juice. Yeah, it's hard to. There you go. See, I like 22. That's what I do on my bike as well. So I haven't heard the noise. There it goes. Okay. So when you hear that noise, that means you're locked into that speed then. Good height. I think I'm 6'2". Yeah, pretty sure I'm 6'2", and handlebars are perfect height. Now the brakes. Oh yes, I can feel I've got the regen on strong, and you can definitely feel it. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to start 21. See how that goes. Charge my light up. So I've got a Nightcore BR35 light. That's what you're seeing there, and that's full brightness now. And that is only on the little light at the bottom. If I press this button, that's full brightness. So you can see it light up these trees here. But it'll only stay on for, I think it's off now. Yeah, so that's on. Both lights on, and now it's off. So it's funny. It's a funny light. It's got 3 modes: trail, city, and something else, which I can't remember. And the only way you can get into them is to turn the thing off, turn it back on, but hold your finger, and it'll cycle through the 3 different modes. I can't remember exactly what each mode does, but let's say I think I'm in trail mode at the moment. So the bottom light's on, which uses the least amount of power but gives you a really good spread of light. You can adjust your brightnesses in every mode as well, but yeah, trail mode. Oh, here it says, okay, I'm in city mode. So this is city mode. And then if you go through like a dark patch, you just press that button and she lights up. But only for 3 seconds, and then it kills it. If you go to trail mode, I think it's the opposite. I think the big light comes on, and then you can toggle the little light. And I can't remember what the other one is, but I never use it. I think it's a flashing one or something. I can't remember, but I think you can put this in flashing in every mode. But it's pretty cool. It's got a nice LCD screen on the top here, and it's telling me I'm in city mode. I'm on level 4, which is the brightest, and I got 5 hours 37 minutes of runtime in this mode at this brightness. So yeah, pretty smart. I thought it was actually losing power, and that I was going to have to change the batteries. You can change the batteries in it. It's just got 18650 lithium cells in it, 2 of them. But so what I did was I just let it run out. I turned it on at midday yesterday, and I just let it run out. And hang on, I'll just make sure my camera's all working too. Pretty sure because I'm using an external mic. Boom, boom. Yeah, I think it's working. I'll check it when I stop. Yeah, and it was still, I turned it on at 12 and it was still going at 5. So yeah, it said battery low, but it was still going. Yeah, that regen's quite strong. That's nice, that. Go see what's cracking at the shops up here. Nothing's open, but yeah, so I just went one-handed then just to adjust the volume on my helmet, and bit wobbly. It's definitely not as smooth as a Wolf King one-handed. But yeah, it's definitely no Wolf King, but you wouldn't compare this scooter to that anyway. But it's got enough punch, and I want to try and find a hill. Yeah, so yesterday was 40. Oh, what was it? 41.7 officially. So pretty bloody warm. I'm in shorts and t-shirt at 4 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, it's currently, my guess would be about 25, 26, 25 degrees at the moment. They said it's lower than that, but it's not, because I've got the aircon on in my house set to 24, and when I come outside it was hotter. So it's definitely not 21. They're probably getting that near the beach or something like that, but at my place I'm quite far inland, so yeah, it's definitely ain't that fast. Definitely ain't that hot. Or that cold, sorry. Go over here, get wet. Oh, there's sprinklers right there. Lucky this thing's waterproof. I think I missed it. You can see all the water they're wasting on the road here. And you get big fines for that. So this is a pretty decent hill here. Oh, and it's accelerating up the hill in cruise control. That's pretty cool. Yep, it slowed down at the start and then started going for it. That's cool. I'm just trying to remember what's open for a coffee at this time of the morning, but there isn't really anything apart from a McDonald's, and I don't have a lock or anything on me, so yeah, the only real place is a drive-through. Actually, there is a drive-through coffee. I don't think they're going to be open now. I might pull up and just see what time they open and plan the trip around that, really. I'll pull up over here. I'd say they wouldn't open till 5:30, 6 o'clock, and I'm kind of want to be home by that time. Yeah, so I used to have a I think it was called a Xiaomi M365 Pro or something like that, I can't remember. Very similar to this scooter, but zero suspension, a bit smaller. I actually had to buy a bar that you insert where the handlebar is to raise the bar up a bit, because I was just leaning over too much. And yeah, so had to do a few mods to that, and I ended up putting no front suspension. No, it wasn't front suspension. So yeah, no, I never had suspension on it. You could buy a front suspension kit for it, but I never did. I upgraded the lock there for the up tube here. Upgraded that, and I've actually put a big 10 amp hour battery, or I think it was 10 or 12 amp hour battery on it, and yeah, that made a big difference to the range. It wasn't to make it go any faster. Yeah, there's no need. That thing's not going to go fast anyway, because it's only like a 500 watt motor. So yeah, I did hack it, so it used to do 32 or 36 or something like that. But it was a lot easier to hack those scooters than this one. This one is a physical change to the controller that you need to do to make it go faster, whereas the other one is just a you just had to update, or not update, you had to use a different app with some different serial numbers and things like that, and you could get into it and hack it, so it was a lot easier. But yeah, I'm not even going to do that to this one. so that's okay. Yeah, but it was a good scooter. Like all my mates had 010Xs at the time. Priest Road, this goes to the main road. Yeah, they all had 10Xs at that time. Actually, I'm just going to pull up here. I want to see what this coffee shop says. Yeah, the regen brake is not very strong, like you're going to fall off it, but it's deceiving. Got to get used to it. Just want to definitely make sure, yeah, microphone's working. And I've got, like I said, I hate having my phone in my pocket. But I don't have the bag for this scooter, so it's in my pocket. Now I'm going to swap pockets as well while I'm here. So this place is called Muzzbuzz Wangara, I think. Yep. Closed. Opens at 5:30. So we've got an hour to kill. That's going to be hard. I should make it. Yep. So you can start this scooter from zero, which is I mean, it kind of is a big deal on these lower powered scooters, because I think what the idea is to you got to give it a kick off so that it's rolling before the accelerator actually starts. But yeah, this scooter you don't have to. You can do it you can just get on it from zero and off she goes. But yeah, my M365, that was definitely, you had to kick it off, and then, because otherwise that's where all the amp draw is, because it's just trying to get you rolling 100 odd kilos and trying to get you rolling with a very underpowered motor, whereas this has got a bit of juice to do it. Oh, I thought this is not the road I was thinking. That's a nice boat. Yeah, I'm lost now, but anyway, I think it's this way. Oh shit, okay. Oh, I'm definitely lost. Okay, we'll go back this way. You can see it's bin day today. I've got to do that when I get home. Oh yeah, even coming down this hill, it's actually slowing down with the regen brakes. Oh, here we go. I think I've got to go left. Yeah. Did I turn? Oh, I must have gone the wrong way. I was a bit disorientated then. Yeah. No, this is the road I thought we were going to be on. I only lived here for 10 years. It's not like I know where I'm going. We'll go down the main drag here. Oh, see, that's where the coffee shop is, and it's not open yet. That's okay. Yeah, see, this is a right, and 2020, 19, 18, yeah, it's slowing me down, that regen, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if it's actually putting charge back in the battery. I've not seen anything that says that it does. I think it's just, yeah, I don't know, the power's got to go somewhere if it's regenning you, so if it's stopping you with the motor brake. But yeah, I'm not sure, don't know. Because I know that was a drama on the M365, was I think it did have regen brakes, or if you were just rolling down a hill, it would back charge the battery, and which is not an issue normally. But if you've just taken off from your house and you got 100% battery, and because it wasn't going through the BMS or something, it was just going back through the cables of the motor, you can put power back through. So it wasn't a the computer didn't know that there was power coming back in through. Geez, it's got some, almost fell off then. It's got some power. Just wasn't ready for it. Yeah, so if you take off from your house at 100% battery and straight away start rolling down a hill, they were popping batteries, because you're regenning down a hill at 100% battery power already. You're already at 100, and it's starting to charge you up even more. and they were just killing batteries. So in this app that I had, that you could configure it more than what you could with the stock app, you could turn that off. There was a way of turning it off. I don't know why they just couldn't make it so that it was turned off above a certain voltage. So I think it was a 36 volt scooter, so just turn it off. Anything above 30 volts, just turn it off, and then below 30 volts, turn that charging back on. But anyway, they're the smart ones. But yeah. Oh, this servo would have coffee. I just don't want to leave my scooter at the front. The place I'm talking about going to is like a drive up, or it's drive through for cars, or it's got a walk up window as well, which is where I would go. Hungry Jack's is definitely not open. Nah. I don't like their coffee anyway. Hungry Jack's pretty useful, especially this Hungry Jack's in particular. I would say it's the worst Hungry Jack's in Perth, this one. It's really bad. Hungry Jack's Wangara. If you go and Google Hungry Jack's Wangara and look at the Google reviews, it's quite funny, some of the things people have said. Alright, they got a green light, so I'm going to go. Yeah, it's pretty bad. That's our closest one, and I drive purposely quite far to go to a different one. If we go to Hungry Jack's, we don't eat it very often, but yeah, if we do go to Hungry Jack's, I'm not going to that one, that's for sure. I've tried it 10 times over 2 years maybe, and it's always crap. Plus my work is just here, so if we do get, sometimes, because I don't have a car with me at work, so because I either take my scooter or my bike, one of the guys I work with says, come on, let's go to, if you want to go to Hungry Jack's, and sometimes I'll say yes, sometimes I'll say no. So yeah, we always end up going there because my work's just here kind of thing. And yeah, I never said anything to anyone the first few times, but they're always whinging about it. Oh, I didn't get a straw, I didn't get any napkins, this is cold, the chips are gross, I didn't get my sauce, whatever. There was always complaints. And then I said, oh, have you guys looked, you shouldn't go to this one. I don't think they go there anymore, but yeah, if you just Google Hungry Jack's Wangara and look at the Google reviews, it's pretty funny. Every now and again I just log on and just read them just to catch up, and it's not changed. Yeah, no, I don't know what it is. If I owned a business, especially a large franchise like that, Hungry Jack's is like McDonald's, really, or Burger King actually. It's actually I think it's just rebranded Burger King. If you when you go into a Hungry Jack's and look at the cups and all the printed, like take a close look at all the stuff there where it's printed, it actually says Burger King on it, a lot of it. So but yeah, it's pretty funny. Good old Google reviews. But yeah, if I owned a business, I would definitely be checking out the Google reviews and kind of having a staff meeting every now and again with the worst reviews and how you can fix things. But this guy just doesn't care. I don't know who owns it, but he just does not care, because it's been like that since it started about 2 years ago. So yeah, but yeah, pretty funny. He just doesn't care. But look, he's still making money. I don't think he'd make any more or less money with those Google reviews, because Hungry Jack's is like McDonald's. It's just, if you want it, you want it, and you don't really care. But yeah, the stuff's it pretty much is always cold. I've only ever we got Uber Eats from there, because you can choose which Hungry Jack's you get Uber Eats from. And we got Uber Eats from there one night, and it was unbelievable. It was almost the best Hungry Jack's I've ever had. And we just went, oh wow, they must have sold it, or new owners taken over. Don't know what it was, but I had it again, a few weeks later or a couple months later, and back to its usual, just like dog food. The meat is white when it comes out. I don't know what they're doing. They don't cook it properly. It's cold, but yeah, pretty funny. What else has been going on? Not much. Oh, the house is underway pretty much. They're moving forward quite fast actually. I was pretty impressed. The guy calls me. Well, he doesn't call me if he's nothing to say, but he's calling me every few days, telling me the next progress step and this and that. So yeah, they're moving pretty fast. He actually rang me last night and said, look, I'm going to send some paperwork through for you to sign, which is the quote, I think it is. He said, just make sure you sign it and get it back to me before 12 p.m. because tomorrow's the last day in January. He said, so that way we lock in January pricing. He goes, all the products are going up month by month. All the building supplies and building materials are going up quite, well, not a lot, but he said, you know, it adds up over building a house. So he said, if you can get it back to me before 12, he goes, I should have it to you by 10. Sign it and just like an online signing, DocuSign thing. He said, yeah, and then just give it back to us by 12, and that way you can lock in your January pricing then and not click over to February pricing. So they're really good. I'm pretty impressed actually. I don't know why we just didn't do I don't think I mentioned it, but I might have done. But yeah, anyway, we were with the builder a while back. Won't mention his name because they actually made us sign a non-disclosure agreement so that we can't talk about how they went, kind of thing. But anyway, that's enough of that. Yeah, so we didn't end up building with them, so you can kind of draw your own conclusion why. But yeah, these guys built our first house, the house that we're in now, and we'd never built a house before, so we just thought that's how it went. And then we started with this other one, and we kind of thought, well, that's not normal. What the service that we got the first time is not normal then, if we're getting this service from this builder. So yeah, so now we've gone back to the original build, the same people that built our first house. They're going to build this house. So yeah, really good. There's no, like, I'll send him an email or a text. He's asked for something during the day, and I'll send it at 6. And you know, 2 seconds later I'll get a thumbs up, or yeah, cheers for that, got your email, awesome, I'll sort it out tomorrow, or a phone call or whatever. It's really good. Yeah, just straight away. Every time you email them, or they'll at least acknowledge that they've received it. So yeah, really good service. So yeah, that's all go. The survey's done, deposits paid. I think they finalised the plans already. That's why this quote's coming to us, or today, sorry. Yeah, the quote, I should get the quote today sometime. So yeah, it's going pretty well. I've kind of got to either make a decision now whether I cross this road. The coffee shop is kind of in that direction, and I don't want to go there. I'm going to go because it's not opened. And I don't know, I might find a lunch bar or something, but they don't normally do good coffee, the lunch bars. They're good at sandwiches and stuff, but not at coffee. Yeah, I'll just go this way. So we're going towards Bunnings now, my favourite shop. We'll probably end up around there. Actually, Bunnings do coffee, but they don't open till 6:30, so I definitely won't be here at 6:30 because I've got to be at work by then. Yeah, so that's not going to happen. Yeah, so yeah, house is all go. So we should be, once they send us this quote today and we sign it and we're happy with everything, it should be, I think it then goes back to them, because when I say they've done the plans, that's a prelim plans and no engineering or anything. It will pass engineering because the house that we're building is actually the front of a house that's already been designed. He's just knocked a couple of the bedrooms off at the back because we can't fit it on our block. Our block's only small, so yeah, there's no dramas there. But it's still, because there's been a change, it has to go to engineering, he said. So yeah, it's still got to do that, and then they'll finalise the plans, and then everything will go to council for approval. And that normally takes the council have up to 3 months. They can take up to 3 months. They can't take any longer. So yeah, he said, look, being that it's a big builder, they normally not prioritise, but when they see a house come through from these guys, they just go, yeah, all good. You know, they deal with them on a regular basis, and they know they're not dodgy. But when you go through a smaller builder that might build 4 houses a year or 10 houses a year, whatever the number is, they kind of go over it with a fine-tooth comb, because more often than not, they probably haven't dealt with this company before. So they really go through everything. Whereas if you go with a more known, bigger builder, the council, not lenient, they don't let him get away with anything, but they just know that he's already ticked all the boxes and done everything properly. And yeah, they just don't take as much time to approve it. And we found that with our house that we built. Like, everyone was saying, oh yeah, 3 months, and ours was done in like 1.5 to 2 months. It was all done, ticked off and ready to go. And we even had changes as well, because the council wanted us to change just some colours, or I can't remember what it was. It wasn't anything major, but yeah, it had to come back to us, then back to the builder, then back to the council, and then back to us to say, yeah, we're happy with that. And even then, it didn't take 3 months. So yeah, very good. Different council, sorry. So that might have been the thing as well. Where we live and where we're building now is a different council. So yeah, not sure. I might just zigzag through these back streets. You might never know. I know there is a lunch bar actually. I have to try and find it. It's back near my work, and they will probably be open now as well. Okay, I've got one battery light flashing. The last battery light, or the first battery light to go, that's flashing now, which means it's halfway through that, so that's pretty cool. I have not actually, you know what, I didn't even think. Maybe the app on your phone tells you how many kilometers I've done. It should do, but yeah, I didn't even think this display doesn't tell you. It tells you a speed, but not distance traveled. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. So not that I'm going for like a range record or anything this morning. It was mainly just to try the scooter out. So yeah, but yeah, I think it'll tell you if you log on the phone. I'll have a look when I get home. I find myself sitting around the 23 kilometre an hour mark, not even hitting 25, so that's a good speed. So this place here on the right is a recycling plant. You can smell it now. It's not for rubbish, just for leaves, green waste and stuff like that. This is where we come if we got any. They also recycle cardboard boxes and foam and things like that. Oh, straight up that curb, no worries. I just load up the suspension, so just before I hit the curb, I kind of bounce down and then bounce up. And then on the bounce up, that's when you want to be jumping the curb. It wasn't a big curb, it was just a little notch in the concrete, but yeah, that kind of takes the pressure off, and if something goes wrong, at least you don't have too much pressure on the wheels. I want to turn, no, next right it is. I remember there's a sushi place on the corner, and I get to turn right there, and there are a few coffee shops down here, but I doubt they're going to be open this early. Oh, hang on, maybe it was that street. Yeah, I think because it's dark, I get disorientated. Plus you're on a scooter, not on a car, so everything looks a little bit different. Yeah, we'll go down this road. I think it's, oh yeah, it is, that's right. It's this road, then right, then left. Oh, sorry, left, then right. Yeah, so it's not this street, it's the next street. And there's a sushi place further down. I don't think they actually make sushi there, it's the headquarters for some big sushi mob. Yeah, this light, so like if I go boom, see it just lights up the tops of the trees. So the top light really doesn't do a lot if you've got street lights and stuff around. But the bottom light's where it's at. I should actually turn, hang on. So this is the stock scooter light coming on. Oh, that does nothing. Yeah, that's useless. Yeah. So Espresso 57, really good coffees. There's another one a bit further down, I think. There's a lot of coffee roasters around here, so I think all these guys get their coffee from coffee roasters. So they're very good quality coffee. Security guard going to check on something. Give him the wave. Yeah, there's not many places open today at this time of the morning. Sometimes you see the odd place open There's a few that are open 24 hours. There's a big farm, or I don't know if it's a farm place, but it's a. We'll go past it. They're normally open. I think they do run 24 hours. ABC blinds. They're the mob that did our blinds out the back there. Yeah, this scooter, I haven't really talked too much about it because it's perfect, or not, it's not perfect, it's not the perfect scooter, but yeah, it's really good. Plenty of power, I don't mind the speed. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Easy to handle. I mean, you kind of need, look, if I was a novice I wouldn't go one-handed on it, but where are we now? I kind of shouldn't be on the road here, but there's not going to be any police around. We'll go this way. But yeah, everything's like the deck's comfy. I could just feel the back of my left heel touching the riser on the back of the deck. So I don't know. For me it would be good if it was a little bit longer, but it's comfy and flat enough. Here's somewhere that's open. I just heard some noises. Oh, he's just starting. They're just starting work, those guys there on the left. But this place here on the right with all the lights on, I'm pretty sure they'll be open. Because I do night shift, yeah, they're open. You can see the doors up. Sometimes I do night shift if we've got some special project that needs rushing in, or yeah, some rush job. So we do 2 shifts on it, day and night. And sometimes I come home at like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, depends what time we finish. And this place has always got people here, always busy. So yeah, definitely a night, a 24-hour operation. Fielders, it's called. I don't know exactly what they do, but I think it's farm equipment and things like that, and grain and things to fix tractors, and their warehouse is just full. Absolutely, I'm just looking back at it now. Yeah, it's full. Sheehan's, they're open. Pretty messy in there. Wow. I don't think we're going to be able to get a coffee. I don't really want to go back to that place. It's too far out. I'm just wondering where else we could go. Plus this area that I'm in is not very, it's just an industrial area. It's not very good. That's one thing I need to sort out for this, and I don't know how to do it, is a mirror. A rear view mirror. I better jump off the road here because you'll get some truck, because it's an industrial area, you get the trucks come through. Actually, there is a big servo down here, and they'll probably let me take my scooter in. It's one of the cheapest, when I say servo, that's service station. If you haven't guessed, Aussies take they split a word in half and then make it even more compact after that. Oh, no, I've still got a footpath, yeah. So there's a new servo here on the left, but not open yet. Oh, nice, thanks guys. Yeah, so the original, just stopping with the normal brake, that's probably the biggest nitpick I've got at the moment actually, is the brake doesn't have a lot of power. I probably shouldn't be on this road. Oh no, you can be on this road, because it doesn't, oh no you can't, it's 70 k's an hour. Yeah, so that's no good. There's no footpath here either. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Yeah, so new servo just been built there, but it's not open yet. I'm pretty sure there's a footpath down here. Maybe not. But that, you can see all that light in the distance, that's where I want to go, so it's not that far. If I see a car coming behind me, I'll just pull over. Yeah, that's one reason I'd want a rear vision mirror. It's pretty annoying. Car, I'll just pull up in this servo here. So I don't know how this little servo makes business when they have, oh, I didn't make it. Anyway, I'll stay on the road. This little servo on the left here, I don't get it. This servo coming up is almost the cheapest servo in Perth at all times. It's really funny. I don't know how they compete, and he's always really ultra expensive, this guy. I don't know how he stays in business, but yeah. Oh, they might be closed. Bugger. I'm going to have a look. Oh no, there's a car there. Might be in luck. There's a car filling up. Doesn't look like anyone's in there though. Let's have a look. Oh no, there's someone there. Cancel. Cool. I'm just going to park it up here. Two seconds. Oh, that was nice of him. I forgot all about it, but my phone is not working for contactless payments for some reason. So I kind of went in there, and lucky I remembered before I made the coffee, and I said, look, can you just charge me for a small coffee and a ham and cheese toasty, and if it works, it works. If not, I won't get it. He goes, yeah, no worries. So we did it, and it didn't work. I tried mucking around with some settings. Nah, still didn't work. I changed it from my bank app to Google Pay, and they don't want to know about it. And I said, oh, look, I'll leave it, mate. I can't pay you, you know. He goes, oh, make yourself a coffee. You can have a coffee, no dramas. So I said, oh, I can't pay for it. He goes, no, it's free. If you try it one more time, swap it, muck around. I said, oh, thanks, mate. So that's cool. So I got a coffee. Nice fella there. Shouted us a coffee. It's not a bad coffee, actually. Yeah, I don't know. This place must be open 24 hours a day, maybe. A lot of the light. It almost looks like no one's in there, but yeah, there's definitely people there. So I'll keep that in mind. Come here next time and not have to wait. I don't even know what the time is. It's almost 5. Yeah, so the other place not open for another half an hour, 35 minutes. Oh, yeah, not a bad coffee. So I've lost 1 bar out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars. So it's got 5 bars and I've got 4 left. So pretty good. I should crank the app open. Let's have a look. Segway. We'll see how many Ks we've done. Hopefully, it should know that. I think that's, yeah, remaining mileage is 39 kilometres to go, and this ride is 0 kilometres, so you have to have the app open before you start riding for it to know. So it doesn't even know how many kilometres I've done now. That's not good. Yeah, I didn't think it would do that. It must do. It must know. So settings. 2 days as a proud owner, but it can't tell you how many Ks you've done all up. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Oh well, what can you do? I definitely haven't done 39 kilometres. That's what's left to go in the battery. Nah. Oh well, that's a bit disappointing. Might have to get a like a cycling computer for it or something like that. but otherwise I don't really care. I'll probably just use my phone. All right, smash the coffee. Oh, I need my gloves on. I'm so used to wearing gloves, I can't really ride without gloves anymore. I've done it once, forgot my gloves, and I actually turned around, went back home to get them. And even when I'm test driving, or done some changes on my bike or whatever, I still like to put my gloves on, and I feel different if I don't have my gloves on, if that makes sense. Oh, just lost all power. What's going on? Whoa, I've got no acceleration. I think this happened to my mate's one. There it goes. Yeah, it's got like a park brake or something if you stop for a certain amount of time. Or it doesn't have that zero. Hang on, I'll try it again over here. Not in the middle here where I'm gonna get run over. So if you're dead zero, okay, it doesn't start from zero. You do need to push it a bit and then off you go. Yeah. Okay, oh, that's all right. It's not as bad as the M365, that's for sure, because you almost had to get the thing running before it would actually start going. This is it just needs to be rolling. It can't be doing zero. It's got to be doing one. So that's all right. All right, sun's just coming up. Nice sunrise. I might start heading back home, I think. I'm probably 15 k's from home anyway. Oh, that's where they store all the party buses. See these buses here? See these black buses, and it says go party bus, I think. There's heaps of them. I thought there was only a couple of them, but if we go this way, oh yeah, that suspension's working. Oh, you can see them here. Wow, I didn't realise there was even that many. Must be a big company. All the black buses, all along there and all along there. So what they do is you'll meet at someone's house. Say someone's having a birthday or something like that. You'll meet at somebody's house. This bus will come pick you up, and it's like a nightclub in those buses. It's unbelievable. Really good stereo system. They got disco lights and fog machines and everything. Really good. But they changed the laws, or I couldn't tell. Or the first I heard of it was a couple years ago. So I'm not too sure when they changed the laws. But you used to be able to bring an esky on there, a cooler, and fill it up with beer or whatever your drink is of choice, and you could just cruise around on that thing, just getting absolutely blotto, and listening to music and doing stupid things. And yeah, really good fun. We went on them a few times, and especially around the Swan Valley here, which is close to my place. That's where all the wineries are. That's what they do, is you'll jump on a bus and then you go from winery to brewery to winery to brewery, and just run amok. And then you drink at the place that you get off, and then you're drinking back on the bus. And yeah, it's a big day. Normally at day, sometimes they do night ones as well. But yeah, they changed the rules. I don't know when they changed them, but the first I heard was a couple of years ago. And you're not allowed to actually drink on there anymore, because even though the driver's not drinking, you can't have an open alcohol container in the car, or I don't know what it is. I don't know why they would have changed it, but that's Perth. That's what Perth does. Soon as someone's having some fun with something, they turn it off or change the rules, or do something like that just to ruin it, because I don't understand what drama that would have caused. Like the bus driver knows that he can't drink. It's not just one of your mates driving the bus, it's the actual guy that works for the company, so he's not going to be drinking. I'm pretty sure they had they're sectioned off, so the driver can only get in. You can only get into the driver's seat from the doors on the outside at the front of the bus. You can't just walk up to the driver when you're in the bus, if you know what I mean. I'm going to go on the footpath because I really don't like not having a mirror. Yeah, and I don't understand. But yeah, you can only, like, the whole reason I bought this scooter is because of Perth's stupid rules that we've got. I've got a perfectly good Wolf Warrior GT11, whatever they are. I don't even know what the name is, but you know, ABS and wicked suspension, big tyres, much safer than this scooter. But no, I've got to go and buy this scooter to satisfy their stupid rules. But yeah. But yeah, that's what Perth does. So as soon as there's some fun somewhere, like and it seems to be, I don't know if it's me or not, but anything I get involved with either gets banned or, that's dangerous. There was some little things sticking up out of the footpath there. I used to get into drones when they first come out. Like, you had to build your own drone. There was DJI, but they were like ultra expensive, so no one could afford them. DJI actually made kits. It was called a Flame Wheel 450 and a Flame Wheel 550. I had both of them. They were cool drones, but yeah, and you could put your own camera. They weren't sold with a camera on them. They were just a bag of plastic and some screws, and you had to build it all yourself. And yeah, so I got all involved in that years and years ago, like would have been 10 years ago, I'd say. And then they started bringing out the cheaper ones, and then DJI started bringing out ones that you know, really good with a camera on them, and then other people started copying them, and that's when it all went sour. And they were talking about, you're going to have to get licensed and you're going to have to do this, and all these drone rules started coming out. Like, when I first started, there was no rules at all. You could do whatever you wanted. It was pretty much a remote control aeroplane, and you followed the same rules as that. And that's how I got into drones, because I was doing remote control airplanes and remote control helicopters, and I was racing cars as well, remote control cars. And yeah, so, but no good. That all got canned. And then I'm still doing drones now, but I'm a fully licensed drone pilot through work, my old work, so that doesn't matter anyway. But then I got into, what was the next thing? Jet skiing was one of them. Jet skiing's pretty frowned upon in Perth as well. You've got your one place that you're allowed to go and do freestyle stuff. I'm not really into freestyle anyway, but yeah, you got your one place that you can go to. You can't just freestyle wherever you want in Perth. It's got to be done in a particular place. I think I've showed it on one of my other videos. And there's a ramp there. They've given us one ramp. Boats aren't allowed to use it. It's only for jet skis. It's the Jet Ski Association of WA kind of got onto it years ago. So if you rock up there with a little boat, you get told off. So yeah, they've given us the one place, and then you can't go. I'm just going to go and get lost in. Oh no, that's no good. Yeah, you can't go to certain areas of the river because, you know, it's too loud, or you get that 1% of the jet ski people going too fast or whatever. So they've just banned it for everyone. So you can't go past Optus Stadium, which is where they play AFL football. So you're not allowed to go north past there pretty much, but you can go everywhere else. But if you go everywhere else, it's all 8 knots pretty much. You can't go too fast anyway, so there's no point. And then, you know, just all stupid rules, just ridiculous. You can't go to Rottnest, you can only go this far offshore, you can't do this, you can't do that. Yeah, it's just really weird. And then I got involved in gel blasters, and they were really good fun. And I would have been 35, so this would have been 36 maybe. This would have been 4 or 5 years ago, I'm not sure, can't remember. And I was starting to put on a bit of weight. I was unfit, even though I walk all day at work. Like, walking doesn't do anything for you anyway, but I was on my feet all day, and I was you get to that age where you just, no matter what you eat, you're just going to put weight on, because that's what adults happens at 30, you know, at that age. Anyway, I started playing gel blasting, which is airsoft, but again, we're not allowed to have airsoft in Perth, or in Australia. Actually, you can't have airsoft at all. I can't understand how England, like the police, don't even carry guns, but here they do. But they're so strict on gun control and everything over there. But yeah, we can't even have airsoft. I think it's only Australia and Japan that don't have airsoft, or maybe Japan has it, but it's highly restricted, which is fine. But yeah, we can't even get airsoft here. And then so I got in. Gel blasters became a thing, which are very similar to, nowhere near as good as airsoft. But gel blasters, they use like a 6mm or 5mm, I can't remember now. And you got to charge them up in water. So they're like a little round grain of rice kind of thing. And then you put them in water. You tip a certain amount of water into a certain amount of gels, leave them for like 4 hours or 3 hours, and they expand, and they become like they're quite hard still, but they won't. From close range they'll draw blood. They'll leave you a welt, but from anything more than 5 meters away, they hurt. But yeah, like let's say under 5 meters, they'll hurt, and you'll get like a little welt. 5 meters to 10 meters, you'll feel it. After 10 meters, you'll feel it, but it won't hurt. It's like someone flicking your clothes. It's nothing. So yeah, and max range, you're looking probably accurate to 20 meters, and you can shoot maybe to 30 depending on the gun. But yeah, it's about 30 meters was the max that you could go. And so yeah, pretty good. We used to go to close CQB, close quarter combat. They had a warehouse. The people that ran the thing, they had a warehouse, and that was really good fun. And because it's close, it did hurt. So it was kind of you've got to try not to get shot, because it did hurt, and you'd go home with marks all over your body. And but then on the weekends, they used to do at airsoft places. Oh, not airsoft, paintball. You can do paintball here, but highly restricted as well. You pretty much need a firearms license to own a paintball gun. Yeah, so we used to go to places up north there, and it was like crashed planes and set up really well. It was really good fun. And what I was trying to say was, yeah, I was like in my mid to late 30s, and after doing that for a year, that was probably the healthiest and best I've ever felt, because you're running around, you're sweating for hours, you don't even realise what you're doing, but you'd get home and you'd just be so tired and sore as well. I remember the first few times that I went, and like you're kneeling down and you're just doing things that you don't normally do. I'm going to go up here because this is a new little subdivision just here. Yeah, I lost a lot of weight. I lost about 15 kilos over a year, and I wasn't trying to lose weight, and felt really good. My knees were good, my back was really good as well. It was just, yeah, ultra good. Oh, it's a dead end. Oh no, there's a lane here. Oh no, little street. Yeah, and then like all I heard of. So what happened was, it was all good. The coppers would say something if you got caught walking around the streets. Obviously, anyone with half a brain is not going to walk. Like, these guns looked real as well. They were just as real as the airsoft ones. Most of them were airsoft guns, but then they modified them to use gel blasters. They were the same internals pretty much, apart from one or two things. Like the barrel was different and the plunger was different, I think. But yeah, if you really splashed out, I got come across a guy in Perth that actually made them from scratch from airsoft parts. So he'd import a heap of different airsoft parts, and then you could commission him to build you a really cool gel blaster gun that was not hot. Oh, it was pretty high end. Yeah, it was pretty good. So yeah, that was cool. I'd ended up with a really good gun, and a lot of people had 2 or 3 guns, but this one was short, but it just did everything. I could use it on close quarter stuff. I could use it for long distance stuff. Use it for everything. And the gels are so cheap. They were like $5 for like 5,000 rounds. It was really cheap. So you just hold your finger down and use it as a hose pretty much, and you just, yeah, it was unbelievable. It was good fun. But I heard of 2 incidents. So I think there was one guy that held up a service station with a gun, and you couldn't buy handguns. You could only buy like AR style guns at this point. There's a Nissan, never noticed that, 370. Yeah, oh, that's dangerous. You couldn't buy handguns, yeah. So I think this happened just as I was getting out of it. They made it so that there was handguns, and they were like gas-powered handguns as well, and they looked really real. They're all metal and everything. And I think one person held up a servo with one. I don't know how they figured out it was a gel blaster, but anyway, I don't think they ever caught him. And so that was one thing. And then this incident happened, and then they pretty much banned him as well. What happened was a guy got out of his car right in the middle of the city too, in Northbridge. This is how stupid some people are. A guy got out of his car in the middle of Northbridge. So Northbridge is like the party precinct of Perth. Not that it's massive, but yeah. Anyway, he gets out of his car like at 6 o'clock at night or something. He gets changed at the back into army fatigues and pulls out an AR style, I don't know what it was, but it was an AR style gel blaster, and starts walking down the street with it with an army bag. And people were flipping out, you know, like no one has guns in the street, like unless you're a farmer or a policeman or something, and a policeman can't take their gun home. Like no one has guns here. And this idiot's got changed into army fatigued and whipped out an AR and started walking down the main drag in Northbridge. Anyway, the people called the cops, as you would do, and coppers pulled him up, like surrounded him, guns out, everything. And it turned out he was a male stripper going to do a hen's night, which is like the girls getting the night before they get married or whatever. And they've ordered a stripper, and he was going to do it. And he was the stripper, and he was like dressed up as like an army dude. And then like 6 months later they banned him. And yeah, I was like, far out. Yeah, that guy pretty much just ruined it for everyone. There's no point going up there. Nice house there. That's a beauty. Got nice, those lights look really cool. I like those lights. Nice bit of stonework. Yeah, so yeah, and I was lucky. I had that gun, and I had a big toolbox like on wheels with all spare parts and gels and heaps of different tools and stuff. Anyway, I sold them. I sold it all for about $2,000, I think, because I was just like, they're going to make this thing illegal. It wasn't illegal at this stage when I was selling, and I thought, no, these guys are going to make this illegal. I better just. Well, I wasn't doing it anymore, I can't remember, but yeah, due to the fact that it was illegal as well, or it was frowned upon but not illegal at that point. Yeah, so I sold everything, and this guy just wanted everything. I had things like separately listed, but this guy just went, look, I'll take that, I'm getting into it, and it seems like a good deal. I just cancelled the cruise control by mistake and almost went over the handlebars then. And yeah, so I managed to sell it to him for I think it was closer to $2,000. And like a month later, the cops were on the news, and they just said, yep, all gel blasters are illegal, hand them in. If you're found with them after this date, you're going to like a $4,000 fine, or you're risking going to jail and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, pretty lucky there. But yeah, what can you do? I'm just trying to think of another thing but yeah, that's Perth. I don't know what their mentality is, but it's like something cool happens, like a new thing, like gel blasters or drones or something, and then like 2 people do something stupid with it, and then that's it. They just ban it rather than throw the book at those 2 people like you should do. They just ban it for everyone, and yeah. And the scooters. The same with the scooters. You know, like a few people are doing 40 k's an hour on the footpath. One lady got cleaned up and got beat up pretty bad because she got cleaned up by a dickhead on the footpath. And that's it now. Can't do more than 25. Can't do this. Can't do that. If it weighs too much, we'll take them. and you don't get them back. They take them and crush them, and yeah, that's it. You lost your scooter for good. And it's funny because when you see, well, it's not funny, but when you see, like they've showed the, I think there's a new path there. Let's go and have a look. I'm gonna have to try and work out, see if I can do this. Oh, no, almost. It's funny because they show the CCTV camera footage of these people that are doing the wrong things on these scooters, and they're all legal scooters. They're all it's all these 9-bots and these, there's bloody sprinklers on. That's the thing about coming this early, everyone's watering. See how she goes on the grass. Oh yeah, wouldn't even know the difference. Yeah, cool. This is all new, this path and this little garden here and everything, yeah. Yeah, so these people are doing this stupid stuff on scooters, on these cheap kid scooters pretty much, and then they come up with rules and they end up banning the heavy scooters that weren't even involved, you know, with these people acting stupid. I don't understand it. Yeah. I want to go on one of these roads here because I think it's this one. There's a block of land up here that's just a garden, and I don't know why. I don't know if someone's bought it privately and turned it into a garden, or the council have done it, and I don't know why the council would do it because I've never seen it anywhere else. I can't even remember which road it is. I think it's either this one or the next one over. No, it's this one. Here it is here. See this place here? It's actually got, yeah, Madeline. I don't know what the go is there, but it's just set up as a garden with a little gazebo. Got the shade there. Heap of plants, heap of lights. It's got water on site. I don't understand that. There's no signs. There's a big CCTV camera there, and all gated off. So I don't know what the go is there. And it's called Madeline. So to me, at a guess, I would say someone's lost a child called Madeline, and then they've bought a block here. They must live around here, and named it after her and turned it into like a bit of a memorial garden. But I don't know why then you would then block it off so no one could go in there. But see, that's another thing with Perth. If you left it open, some idiots would go in there and rip all the plants out and steal all the solar lights, and just because there's no consequence here. That's, yeah, like I'm not saying we should all be running around with guns either, but the consequences here are just almost zero. Like nothing will happen to people like that. They just don't get it. I'm not going to go home just yet. Keep going. I'm still got 3 bars left on the battery, so I'm not even 50%. It's just a shame I can't tell you how many Ks I've done. That's all. But yeah, no, I'm not sore. No sore hands or anything. So the handlebars are really good. My back's not sore, and I'm normally the first person to get a sore back on something that if I'm not standing right. So pretty good. It's been over an hour anyway. I don't know, we'll just go down this way I suppose. I can feel the heat, like the sun's only just popping up now and I can feel the heat. Not like a radiant heat, but you can just feel the air's getting hotter. I think these are all dead ends. Yeah, they're all dead ends. There's probably no point going down here. Eventually they'll open up. That's the shopping centre that they're building down there. Eventually, they've been talking about it for the last 2 years. Oh yeah, so the my wagon, the white wagon that I've got, that's all done except for the interior. So I've done a big detail big detail session on it, because I used to have a jet ski but sold it a couple of weeks ago, so now that wagon is going to sleep inside in the garage now. It used to be kept outside, so I used to look after it, but there's no point, you know, looking after it too much because it's outside in the sun, in the rain, whatever. So now that it's sleeping inside, I decided I was going to give it a really good clean, polish, repaint all the black trim on the car, give it a really good ceramic coat, not just a cheapy spray one, because that's what I've used before. They work alright, but they don't last very long. So yeah, I've ended up buying the G Technic Crystal Serum Light, it was called, and really good. I think that was probably one of the first, because I watched a few videos, and the videos are like 4 and 5, 6 years old, so I think it's been around a long time, and they use it on really decent cars as well. And so it's got a 5-year life, they reckon, on it, and I'm not sure if that's if your car is garaged or left outside. I'd say that'll be daily driven or driven 3 or 4 times a week. I don't know if it's yeah. So on my car that I've put it on, it's garaged all the time, never in the sun unless I'm driving it. So I'd say it'll last more than 5 years. And then the same mob, they do a crystal serum. So mine's called a Crystal Serum Light, which anyone can buy. They also do a Crystal Serum Ultra, which means it's you've got to go to their training or do some kind of training and get signed off, and then you're a dealer or an installer. I think you're more of an installer then, and then you can buy it. But a normal generic person that's not trained in it can't buy the Ultra, and that's a 9-year life on the car. And yeah, so obviously I didn't get the Ultra, I just got the Light, and very, very easy to put on and wipe off, and yeah, really very easy. I've used a couple other ones that are not the spray ones, just yeah, I mean the spray ones are good just for a quickie job, but they actually take longer to put on and take off than this one, because yeah, they're a bit more draggy. They're a bit more, when you put them on, they dry up and go a bit claggy and a bit sticky, whereas this stuff is like an oil. It's really nice to use, and it doesn't take long at all. Like by myself, I did the wagon in probably 45 minutes, and that was doing a coat all around the car, and then I did the bonnet and the roof twice. I did another coat on the bonnet and the roof. So yeah, it doesn't take long. So the only thing is, it's much more expensive, but it's going to last longer. So I bought 30 mils. It comes in a 30 ml bottle or a 50 ml bottle, and 30 mils is $130, and 50 mils was almost 200. It was like $196 or something. So, and I didn't even use the full bottle, and I only bought the little bottle. I bought the 30 ml bottle, and I didn't even use the full bottle. I probably got 1/3 left over, so I'd have enough to do our other little car. So you'll get 2 cars out of it for $130, and so yeah. So if you were to go somewhere to get them to do the Crystal Serum Ultra, you're looking at about $1,400 for someone to do it for you and put something that lasts. Instead of you doing it for 5 years, they're doing it for 9 years. So for my wagon, I couldn't justify spending $1,400. No way on that. When I get this new car, I've signed up for a Nissan Z. I was gonna get them to do it, but after doing my car, I think I'm gonna do it myself. And yeah, so what I'm gonna do is buy pretty much every product they have, and it'll still only cost me about $500, $600, and I'll just do it myself, because the car's going to be new, so it won't need a massive polish. I'm still going to polish it because it'll look better if you polish it. Yeah, but it won't need a huge polish job. The car's only small as well, so I'll only need the small bottle, because 30 mil done me the whole wagon, and this car's half the size of the wagon. So Yeah, I'll only need the 30ml bottle. So they do the ceramic coat, and then there's another one they do called an EXO. It's called an EXO 5, I think it's called. It's like a top layer to the ceramic coat, makes it last even longer. It's like a sacrificial layer to the 5-year ceramic coat underneath it. So yeah, I'm gonna buy that, and then I'll get the proper stuff for the wheels, the proper stuff for the glass, the proper stuff for the interior. So they do a leather ceramic coat, and they also do a vinyl or plastic trim kind of ceramic coat thing as well. So if I just buy one of all that, I'll still be $1,000 better off pretty much. And the car is not it won't be a daily driven car at all. So it's definitely, I'll get my money's worth out of it. So yeah, and I'd rather do it myself. I can polish a car, so that's easy. So yeah, but very, very easy to use. It was good. So yeah, I've done a video on that. So if you want to check that out, you'll see how easy it is. 24 k's. My display says 24, and the little speed thing here said 24. So yeah, it's bang on. It's good to know. But yeah, no word on the new car yet, which is okay because I still haven't fixed the Tirana. The MSD box is in Sydney. I've been trying to call the guy for the last 2 weeks and he won't answer the phone, so I don't know what's going on there. I might just bite the bullet pretty soon and just go and buy another MSD box, but I'm in no rush to fix the Tirana to sell it, because my new car is a good 12 months away anyway, at least 12 months away. The only thing is, I wouldn't mind selling the Tirana to have the money sitting there to pay for the new car, because the guy may ring me and say, look, I've got one in your colour with your trim, automatic. It's not the one you ordered, but it's exactly the same. So if you want that one, you can have that one and not have to wait the 12 months. He's already done that, like 2 weeks after I signed up for 2 weeks after I paid him the deposit. He rang me up and said, I've got your colour with your trim, but it's manual. And I went, no, I want an auto. I definitely want an auto. So yeah, I didn't have the money anyway, but I wouldn't have bought the manual. But that could happen. That was only 2 weeks after being told it was going to take 12 months. So yeah, it could happen at any time. So I kind of do want to sell the Tirana and just have the money sitting there. So that way, if he does call me, because if I don't have the money, he's not going to wait for me, kind of thing. It'll just be, oh no, well, we can't wait. We're just going to offer it to the next person. So yeah, I don't know where this goes. Oh yeah. Actually, the temperature's dropped a bit now. That's a bit funny. It was getting really warm before, but now it's dropped. I'm just riding around in circles pretty much. So I've been in sports mode this whole time. I probably would just leave it in sports mode. I don't see me putting it in anything less than that, unless you are on a footpath in the city and there's a lot of people, then you could put it in eco mode or something like that. I think eco mode wouldn't even pull you around. We'll do a lap around this park here. And one thing I like about this scooter, well, yeah, I like a lot of things, but just being nimble. Like the Wolf King, you'd be hard pressed to do that turn. I mean, you get used to it, but I mean, I'm only an hour on this scooter and I'm already doing it, but it's just nimble at low speed and doesn't want to fall over, and it's just easy to use. It's good. So whichever way this guy goes, we'll go the other way. And it's also, you're standing a lot lower. Oh, I can't go, I'll go this way. You're standing a lot lower to the ground. Yeah, nice dog. Now this has got a horn on it, but I think it's really loud. It's like an electronic horn, so I don't really want to go using it at like 5 o'clock in the morning here. Oh look, the water's really nice. We'll go on that bridge again. Mate. that's what my dogs would do. It's all good. That was funny. I took them for a walk yesterday in the morning, and as soon as we left home, we were crossing paths with other dogs the whole 20-minute walk, and they were just losing it the whole time, and I just had enough. But one of them's really reactive with other dogs, and then the other one, because he's barking, the other one just starts barking as well. Crazy. Anyway, it's good to get some fresh air because I've been kind of locked up in stuffy air for the last few days because of the heat. Like I said, 41.7, so good enough. 42 yesterday, and then they're forecasting 41 today as well, and then 39 or 38 for tomorrow. So yeah, it's going to be pretty warm. But then it's cooling down to 30 odd, which is better than 40, but still warm. And then, so that's Friday. Hang on, let me check. Get my phone out. Oh, I've only got 9% battery on my camera, so might have to start heading home soon. Let's have a look at the weather. So we've got this weather thing, yeah, see 42 max, that's for today. And then 37 tomorrow, they reckon, but it's always a little bit off this. And then 30, 26, 27, 31, and then Wednesday's back to 35. That's no good. Anyway, what can you do? Yeah, anyway, I'll start heading back because, yeah, 8% battery, and I didn't bring a... oh, geez, it's been going for 83 minutes. Sorry about that. Anyway, I'll probably trim a bit out. Oh, I think I left it running when I was at the servo there for 10 minutes. But anyway, I won't turn the camera off. I'll just keep going until it stops on its own. We'll see if we can make it home in time. Let's go this... Oh no, let's go. We've already been that way. Yeah, it's pretty nimble, this thing. I like it. One thing I could see, only because I'm used to it, at speed it's not too bad. You could probably do it at speed, is a steering dampener, and I don't think you'd be able to... I don't think you'd be able to do it on this scooter. You might be able to. That was pretty funny. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can if they make them for these scooters, but yeah, steering dampener would be good, just so you can make the steering a bit more harder. But I don't think that's going to happen. All my previous scooters have had steering dampeners. That's why I'm saying that. I'm just used to it. This is pretty light steering. Morning. Alright, let's just do 25 all the way home and see how... I think I'm down to... I can't read it. No, I can't read the camera, but I think it's down to like 6 or 7%. Oh, what's going on here? What's that? The old Datsun. So that car there, that's in pieces. That's like the car that I'm getting. That's its little brother, I suppose you could call it. Oh, there's that nice dog again. I might as well say goodbye now because that battery's red. I've never seen that before. So, cheers for watching. I think she's gonna turn off soon. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this scooter. Pretty impressed. I've still got two solid bars, and one flashing bar. Don't know how many Ks I've done, but I've been riding for almost 2 hours now. It's like 20 past 5, I think, something like that. I don't know exactly, but it's definitely after 5, and I left just after 4. Oh, so hang on, no, an hour. An hour, I thought it'd be more than that. Anyway, I think the camera's going to turn off. I'll put the rundown on it. If I get some screenshots, I'll put it on the video. Anyways, catch you later.